and I'm going out as well, so I've only really got tonight to do it. So I can use any material, any tools, as long as I don't use a lathe. So I thought about doing blowing a balloon up and doing papier-mâché, or melting a vinyl record and making that into a bowl, or doing something with resin and da-da-da-da-da. But I thought, you know what, just to be easy, I'm a woodworker, so do something with wood. So I have this nice piece of sapele I've been sat on for a couple of years and not had any idea what to do with. So I'm going to use the pillar drill behind me, and I'm going to drill, I'm going to basically drill a hole in the middle to the depth I want the base of the bowl to be, and then do some oval. Oh my god. Itchy nose. Hi, my name's Jim and welcome to Against the Grain. This week I'm going to accept Keith Brown's challenge from Rag and Bone Brown. Hi, my name's Jim and welcome to Against the Grain. This week I'm accepting Keith Brown's challenge of making a bowl without a lathe. Now you can use any material, any machinery you want, you just can't use a lathe. So but I thought I might do a blow balloon up with papier-mâché and da-da-da-da, or da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Hi, my name's Jim and welcome to Against the Grain. And Hi, my name's Jim and welcome to Against the Grain. This week I'm accepting Keith Brown's challenge of making a bowl without a lathe, which he set a couple of weeks ago. And I've left it really late. It's Monday tonight and he wants it live by Friday. So I'm out Wednesday, Thursday, so I've got tonight basically to make it, maybe half an hour tomorrow. Okay, so that's all drilled out, and what I've done is done a slight oval, gradually gone shallower and shallower as I've got further out. And I'm going to go with some chisels. I've not even got my good chisels here, I've just got my DIY ones. Not fantastic, well, sharp, but they're not brilliant. Old mallet, they crack on, give it some bashing, see what happens. Whacking away at it with a hammer and chisel. I got my old Lignum Vitae, big heavy duty mallet out, and my old chisels, and had at it. But this thing, it's sapele, so it's a tough old boot. It's, you know, it's a big block of sapele. I've got most of it. I've got a decent start on it, but I'd be brave if I went any deeper than that, because I'm just going to split this in half if I'm not careful. So I'm going to have to break out the big guns. I'm going to have to go with the old Makita grinder and a flap disc. Now this thing eats through wood. It is unbelievably messy, it's unbelievably dusty. It's just horrible. I very rarely use this, but I can't see any other way of getting this done in the time frame. So yeah, I'm going to go and annoy the neighbours a little bit. Right, that's that bit done. I am covered in sapele dust. The bowl is hollowed out quite nicely. It's not smooth by any shape. It's just a bowl. There's still some little nicks where I didn't want to go too deep there to get where the drill had gone through. So I'm just gonna crack on and sand this. I'm gonna sand the edges, just blast it, get it relatively smooth. 2 hours on this, probably an hour and a half, just banging the hell out of it with the chisel, and 10 minutes with the grinder there. So I'm going to crack on, sand this down, and because it's burnt as well, and I'm not going to be able to sand this in there that well, except by hand. I think this is going to be like a key bowl or something. This was my idea, just to have a little, you know, shallow key bowl. I'm going to do something I've never done before, and I hate it when other people do it, and you see, and they just make something that's half decent, and it looks really nice, and then they get a blowtorch and they burn the ass off it, give it a wipe down, and then apply a coat of yacht varnish or something. It looks shocking. I really don't like it. I've probably seen about 100 of these things that they do, and I've probably liked 2 of them where they've actually got a decent finish on them, and it looks good. Because they just burn the hell out of it, give it a scrub and wipe down, and it just looks awful. But because I've already burned it and I'm lazy and it's late and I need to get this, I've got maybe another hour on this, I need to get this sanded down. I'm going to burn it, sand it, do it, sod it. Keith Brown, I should start your challenge earlier than 2 days before it's due, I think. Okay, that's the sanding done. I've just quickly gone around the outside with the Makita with a 60 on, 60 grit on the belt sander, just to get the worst of this off. It's not too bad at all. I went over it with 120 on the Bosch, the random orbital. I tried to get in there with it, got some of the edge done, that's about it. Went in with hand. Yeah, it's still got a lot of grooves and rivets in, as you can see. There's lots of dents and scratches. There's still bits of marks where the part where the drill has gone in, so you can see I've gone too near the edges there. So it's going to be what we call rustic. That's what I used to call as a chef, rustic veg. You can't be bothered to chop it. Yeah, it's going to be rustic. So I'm going to give this a quick burn, give it a wire brush, get the worst of the ash out of it, and then coat with Danish, and that's it. Done. So that's had some white spirit wiped on it, and it's actually looking a lot better than it did. I mean, it still looks crap. Let's face it. It's not the best finish in the world, and it still looks like a house brick that I've chiseled, you know, hollowed out. It's a fairly hefty paperweight, come coin holder, come key holder, come maybe go on the fire next time I'm lighting the chimney. For now, it's going to get some. I'm going to put some Danish on it, and then I'm going to probably seal it. I might just plastic coat it, just a little bit quick spray or something, or like a clear lacquer, or I'm not going to waste any Osmo on it. Anything decent, I'm just going to put a quick blast or something on, just in case I do decide to keep it for a while. It'll just, and if I don't, you'll just get black all over your hands every time you touch it. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. Good challenge, Keith. I think this, I can say, is a fail from me. Well, I've made a bowl without a lathe. I think we can call it a bowl tray type thing. I don't think we can call it good, but you didn't actually specify good, so nah, I failed that one. So Keith, passed your challenge. Maybe next time specify something that looks nice and isn't massively like a house brick with a divot. Right then, Keith Brown, that is your bowl, your no lathe. But Keith, I think I've successfully passed your no lathe bowl challenge that you set. Unfortunately, you didn't specify that it had to look good or do anything or be functional. Well, I suppose it is functional in a sense if you want to store a house brick inside what looks like a house brick. But it's certainly not the most prettiest of things I've ever made, or the most... it's just crap. Keith, that's your bowl challenge completed, mate. Great challenge to set. I think I've successfully made a bowl. I think we can call this a bowl, a house brick / bowl. It's for function over form, I think, in this instance, because it looks like an absolute sack of cack. but it is a bowl. I possibly went at this maybe not in the I maybe went at this slightly the wrong way and should have maybe given myself more than 2 hours to complete it. But there we go, that's what I've managed. So there we go, that's 2 hours work. That's what happens when you don't put a lot of effort in, you just crack on. So yeah, bowl challenge done, mate.